In the upcoming discussions, we will do a candid cinematography adda season 2, where we will talk about poetry, philosophy, brush, cinematography, like that. Not the techniques, not the craft of it, rather something more than that, and how it helps you to tell the story in a better way. But you will see that there are veteran filmmakers who are doing fabulous work using cinematography, and they have a knack for cinematography, and you will see newcomers who are sometimes coming up with great cinematography. But few things we will discuss, and we should discuss, we will keep discussing, that is weight of a scene. You have to understand weight of a scene. What is the significance of that particular scene? The weight of a scene, how you are conveying that emotion through dialogue, through gestures, not just acting through voice, rather the wholesome aspect of it, so that it evokes something in the storytelling. Then script writing, obviously we will talk about script writing, how you do exposition, how you structure a script, how you flow from one thing to another in a script, plot points, and then inciting incidents, different things, something happens, it leads to that, these things, how it progresses through the storyline. All these things we keep discussing, but it is something you feel, while reading this script, while writing the script, while directing it, you feel that, how you visualize how it is going to be on screen. So all these things, there you will always remember few scenes from a movie, and if it is a masterpiece, you will see that each and every aspect you are dealing with great nuance, detail, a lot of importance. Obviously you will give a lot of importance, but each and everything is doing something to the storytelling. It is adding something to the story. It is obviously conveying something as part of the story, but how you are doing that, what is the impact of that story, what is the impact of that acting in that story. So this thing is happening, this person is saying that, he is saying this, she is saying this is happening. From that, when we understand he is saying that, this is happening, and all these things together, a bit of background score, a bit of music, a bit of ambient sound, and everything is coming together to tell the story in a much better way. And it is having a greater impact in terms of storytelling. So we don't remember that that person is giving a dialogue, it is just that particular acting scene, that person is saying this. We don't think about all these things. That is a character, part of the story. He has his own role to play, she has her own role to play. Few characters, protagonists, antagonists, and other characters, a spectrum of characters, they are doing their things, and everything is together in this story, and they are smoothly telling the story. Now I urge people to write it in the script, because if it is in the script, then it is easier to direct, because obviously you have certain, like a map, it is like a map, you have a flow chart, a map, you have a direction, at least at some kind of direction you have. So you know what to do, you need to do the scene breakdown, you need to do the script analysis, script supervision, and all these things you do. But if it is already there in the script, you know how the story is progressing, how the characters are evolving, the character arc, and the entire thing, how it is fitting. Then when you direct, you will see that how can you direct in a better way, how can you make the actor act in a better way, and everything is coming together to have the story more impact. You are expecting more impact from the story, from the characters, and that will remain with the audience for a long time. So few things I will mention: weight of the scene, the takes, how you are taking a take, shooting a take, and whether it is the right take or not, how many takes should you do, and when you do the take, you are always having, or most of the time you are having, some editing in mind, because you will cut this thing, you will remove this part. Sometimes you just do the take, you know, you have got the emotion, you have got the performance, and then in the editing table you are shaping the performance, how much you will show on screen, you know, how much you will put on screen and how much you will keep there, and the arrangement of shots and how you will do the editing so that, you know, two scenes, juxtaposition of two scenes and how it is happening. So all these things we do. Shot duration is one thing, how long you are keeping the shot and what it is conveying, you know. So what it is doing in the storytelling, evoking some emotion, the character at a particular moment, that is not just character saying a dialogue with emotion that is having some impact, rather it is part of a bigger story. And when it is saying a dialogue, it is, you know, becoming something more than just the dialogue. All these things, and, you know, characters obviously, remarkable characters we can relate to, and characters, and I always talk about, when you are writing this character and that character, it is not like this character is good, that character is bad, I will put more importance on that, not like that. When you are telling a story, when you are writing the good character, you are doing justice to the good character. When you are writing a bad character, you are doing justice to the bad character, because they are all playing some part in the story, right? So together it is coming to tell the story. They are all in this together. And, you know, narratives and role play. Actually what happens, you know, I tell you something, sometimes what sells, that, you know, with confidence many people persuade actually. So with confidence many people persuade. So it is like, if it is selling, this is the right thing to do. If it is a different kind of thing and I can persuade you well, then this is the right thing to do. There are things like that. So what is happening, you know, narratives and role play. You have created narratives, and some people, there are wannabes, there are cinephiles, and some people who are part of the industry, they tried to play a role in that. Some people didn't get a chance, some people wanted to be, they couldn't be, some people stayed wannabes, they thought they understood but they didn't understand. But you did your story, you did your cinema. Some people got inspiration from it, some of them became filmmakers, and the thing goes on, you know, we pass this thing and it goes on. But sometimes with confidence many people persuade this is the right thing to do, with just confidence, and this is, they have something to tell, you know, goody goody dialogues, goody goody things, and, you know, something they can persuade you with. Don't fall for that, because many people have created great movies over time, and storytelling has existed for a long time. Cinema, we have done tremendous experiments in cinema and still a lot to do, right? So we need to trust in that. It is not just only confidence and dialogue and, you know, trying to look at this, trying to do this, not like that. Rather, we will play with technology, we will play with cinematography, we will play with music, we will play with sound, we will play with stories, characters, everything. And when all these things are coming together, we know this particular scene we are remembering, but that is something, you know, part of the larger aspect of storytelling in that particular movie. So we remember the characters. So yeah, I mean, people have done great works for a long time, and there are newcomers who are coming up with innovative storytelling, experimental filmmaking. Sometimes, you know, they are doing experimental filmmaking and you are learning from that too, how they came up with that kind of storytelling, how they played with the characters, how they used the, you know, shots, how they composed the shots, how they did all these things. So these things will go on, but don't get persuaded easily, and storytelling, it's a lot more fun, you know. We will keep talking about all these things in much detail, but yeah, we have a lot to do.